Some pretty cool things have been happening on Naruto Storm Connections. Itachi, Uchiha and Kisame finally have a special tag team ultimate with one another, and this is how it looks. This is thanks to the incredible modder who goes by the name of the Leon X. If you haven't realized, this ultimate jutsu is a direct reference to the tag team combo Itachi and Kisame had in the older Naruto Ultimate Ninja game, specifically Ultimate Ninja 5, word for word, and it came out looking absolutely phenomenal. Now this is the part where I would berate CyberConnect 2 for choosing to not do something like this, but the truth is, porting these animations is not as easy as it sounds. If my memory serves me correctly, I recall seeing a tweet from Shonen Games pop up on my timeline which showcased another ported ultimate for Sasuke from the Ultimate Ninja series, and how he and some other modders created a tool that allows you to import models from the older Naruto games into a game like Naruto Storm. Meaning that you can now recreate these jutsu from older games and put them into Storm. Sounds amazing, right? The downside is that there were a lot of roadblocks. Even though I'm using the word porting, it's way more than just that. I'm going to quote Luna0060, who's one of the talents that was willing to sacrifice some time to help with this project, and he is also responsible for the Sasuke Ultimate you see on the screen right now, pretty much the animations and transferring it to Storm. They stated that porting these animations are not as easy as a one-click process. You can't just drag and drop them, and currently the only people who can perform these type of things are those who know how to mod Naruto Storm, also having to know their way around Blender, which is a 3D creation software, and animation. Unfortunately, there's not many people in the community that can do that. He also said that he thought about dying due to how jumbled up the whole process was, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, transferring these animations from Ultimate Ninja into Naruto Storm is pretty freaking hard. I don't know the full details, but I do know that it does take a lot of time to do so. We genuinely have to give everybody involved with this their proper appreciation, even get them a bunch of flowers if we can. They're part of the reason this game still has some sort of life to this day. I mean, they're doing way more than I've done. If this project ever gets a lot of steam or a lot of people working on it, I genuinely feel it would bring a lot of fans back to play the Naruto Storm series, and perhaps even the developers would catch wind of it, which could potentially lead to something else, hopefully good. So hey, if you know your way around Storm or Blender and animation, the community could really use your help with a really cool idea like this. There's also a Discord for this, and I'll make sure to leave that shit in the description in case anyone is interested. And you know, as someone who has started dabbling into Blender and 3D animation, maybe even I will lend a hand or two. Probably not, because I'm not talented enough. Let's move on to the next thing. The other cool thing that happened in Naruto Storm has to do with the special story main villain, Mers. You know, the man who probably has a poster of Pain on his wall, probably slapped his hog to him a few times. He has been given some special attention thanks to Little Damien, who has pretty much given him a complete moveset along with an awakening. Almost like an official character. I want to make a little confession. I have never actually played the special story for Naruto Storm Connections. So this is Mers, and as you can see on the other side, we've got the beautiful Toneri right there, and I have actually played with Toneri before, although he did actually get an update, so I might try him out again. But that's not the point of this video. Looking at his character model, obviously it's 1-for-1 because he already has it in the game. There's not really much to say about it. On top of that, he's an original character. First off, let's look at his neutral combo. As you can see, at the end of his neutral combo, there is no cutscene because for whatever reason, whenever CyberConnect 2 make these characters that you have to fight against, they never actually give them any sort of full cutscene or anything like that. You know, with Konohamaru, the Killer Bee fanboy, Shikadai, they never actually give them a full cutscene combo. That is neutral, but the cool thing is that this Mers has been given 4 different combos, and that was his down combo. As you can see here, at the end of his down combo, he has this earth style jutsu that shakes the core of the earth. The tectonic plate, if I might say so. This actually comes from one of his attacks. I believe it's one of his AoB attacks that you have to dodge during the boss battle sequence. So that is pretty freaking cool that they've somehow managed to transfer it into one of his actual combos. Very cool, and you can completely tell that that is not supposed to be a down combo attack. That traveled so far. You know what, let me see if I can even complete it from here. I bet you I can. Yep, look at that, it actually hit him. That down combo is damn near a jutsu. His is up combo. Now, I haven't actually seen his up combo, but I do remember that this Mers does have water style in his attacks in the official boss battle of the game. And then lastly is his side combo. This one is a bit, I don't know where that came from. I feel like that was just added towards, you know, because why not? I'm not able to directly reference where that came from, but it's a pretty freaking cool thing. I wish every character in this game had a side combo because it would genuinely just add a bit more to it. Next up, we have his Ninjutsu 1, which is his actual jutsu, a jutsu that he already had within the game. So there's no surprise there, it makes sense. It does take a bit of time to charge up and it doesn't really cover that wide of a range, so it's kind of useless. And then his second jutsu is a lob water dragon jutsu. And when I say lob, it's because I mean the trajectory just goes upwards like a rainbow and downwards. You really can't hit this up close, I mean, or within medium range. You either have to do it from far away or freaking point blank. Again, that was pretty much what they gave him in the actual game. Then this is his grab, which I believe is just a copy of Jigen's grab. Now this one is pretty freaking cool because it's his ultimate jutsu. Not completely original, but as you can see right here, you can tell the difference that I'm talking about. He's replaced the pains with some mist ninjas, some mist clones or whatever they are, and I just think that's pretty cool because I've never actually seen that be done within the Naruto game. And it does make sense because again, Mers is a follower of Pain. He would lick Pain's ass if he could. But yeah, that's a pretty freaking cool ultimate jutsu to have, honestly. It's nothing super creative or special, but sometimes it's the small things that count. This is really the meat and potatoes, the beans and toast, the English breakfast of Mers, his awakening. The Crimson Susanoo. As we all know, Mers has a Crimson Susanoo which is special to the game. I would have imagined they would give this type of Susanoo to somebody like Sarada instead of some filler character that appears in a Naruto game. As you can see, his Susanoo doesn't actually fit inside the entire screen, and that is because, like in the story mode, Mers' Susanoo was much larger than Sasuke's perfect Susanoo. His normal circle combo is just a slash. It doesn't transition into anything, it's just an attack that pretty much blasts your opponent away. And then his kunai attack is a bit crazier because it's more than just a kunai attack, it is a whole damn jutsu. Look at this. A Crimson Susanoo slash that covers a wide range and is shot out 3 times in a row. I can't imagine dodging this in a real game, you know. And then his actual jutsu is this. He flies up into the air. Where does he go? I can't find him. And then he flies back down, leaving 0 damage onto anybody other than the damn earth. I'm gonna do it in front of Toneri. And obviously as he lands down, it's going to impact anybody who is within the required area. His kunai attack is a much more better jutsu than that. However, his second ninjutsu takes a long ass time to charge, but woo, it is a bombardment of attacks. What I do like about this jutsu right here is the aura, the energy that builds up around Mers' Susanoo as he does this. It just, honestly, this color for a Susanoo is actually perfect. I honestly think this is the best looking Susanoo out of any Susanoo that has appeared in Naruto. Now his last thing is, it's nothing special, but it is pretty interesting because I've never actually seen something like this done before. So with his guard, when you press R2, he doesn't actually block. He instead repels every attack that comes his way and also hits your opponent in the process. Although, it doesn't actually cause any damage to your opponent. Pretty freaking cool idea from Little Damien. I think he cooked. But anyways, that's about it for Mers. I'm gonna end the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a like if you did. I'm kind of curious to see where the Naruto Storm Connections community is heading in terms of modding, because it seems like some people are still trying to do things to this game despite the lack of support that it's been getting. Anyways, now I shall ride off into the sunset with Toneri.